Hey guys, how's it going? This is Demortis again. So a part of another short video that I had, some of my videos are mostly long, but I was asked to do one about drifters, and drifters are kind of hard to explain because their time has come and gone, but they're still around. So based on that, we'll watch the video, and I'll just do what I normally do and go back through it, but here we go.
There is a strange, I don't know what you call it exactly, anomaly, a light anomaly, a star anomaly. And apparently the closer you get to Jove space, the better you can see it.
It has been nicknamed Caroline Star.
Whatever happened there, it's massive.
What caused that whole thing to happen?
Jovian stargates have gone offline.
The circadian sleepers have also been appearing.
All those things have been scanning everything that comes near them.
The unidentified structures that have been popping up and disappearing.
They are listening to you.
Preparing to explore, preparing for war.
Is it possible that the sleepers have found a way to break away from the construct?
There's no telling what they might do out of self-defense. Maybe the sleepers are the ones needing the body parts so that they can reconstruct bodies, because their actual bodies have withered away.
Alright, so that's the video, right? And there's a lot more to it. This is just one of those quick videos I found. So, Caroline Star, at one point in the game here, okay, whatever, yeah, it's Caroline Star, obviously. Ding. This is what sucks about explaining things, is sometimes people like me who want to help can't really explain it all like really easy. All we can do is just kind of go through it. So, Jove Empire. At one point in like younger years of the game, you could get into this space. Now you can't. And what they said was, all the stargates went down, and drifters, came out from these places. Now, there's still drifters. There's still Jove observatories. There's still unidentified wormholes you can go into and, see what's going on in there. Now, the thing about drifters is they've got, the first step of drifters, which are scanners. They go around, scan everything. If you look up the definition online, it's like they're taking things like information and stuff from people's ships or the gates or stations or whatever, right? In HiSec, that's not going to happen a lot, but in NullSec, you can see it, pretty frequently. At one point, you used to be able to go to a gate, engage a drifter, like the scanning ship, go back to an NPC station, and then there's a couple ways you could do it. But anyways, you could go back to the NPC station, come out in like a carrier or a dread or something, and they would follow you. You could kill them there, and then that would escalate, and based on chance, it would escalate more. They've kind of fixed it now that the drifters only stay on gates, but you can still get into the unidentified wormholes. You can still go to the Jove observatories, and if there's a wormhole in that system that drifters can come through, sometimes they'll egress. It's kind of a hard storyline that in 2015, and this kind of, came out then, there was a storyline. Since then, their resources that they give, the drop loots that, by killing them you get, it's mostly for making like Entosis parts or doing better invention or that kind of stuff. It's kind of really hard to pinpoint everything down in one sentence, but that's about it. And what I thought, like most of these rants, I put in my own word, is I thought that they were going to slowly bring back Jove Empire. Like, let's say over the course of a year, all the gates go up to whatever star, Caroline star. Now, and then, maybe the drifters do an EMP again of some sort and, blow out the gates again, and now you're trapped wherever you were, and over the course of a year they slowly come back again, because you would think that the Empire, or not the Empire, but the players would delve deeper into this uncharted space to be able to claim it and use it and whatever. Right now there's a jump gate that jumps you right through that entire Jove Empire, and you never get to stop in there. There's stories of guys that have pointed their ship directly at what is supposed to be the next system, and what they call slow boating, and head out to the next closest system, and they never get there. It's one of those things that in the stories that you hear by the scope or the scoop or whatever it's called, the news people, that you could kind of get back in there. Once they restarted opening up gates, you could get back in there. And that's totally not true. You can't go in there. I heard of guys possibly trying to use the wormhole gates. So working themselves up to a C6 and then working themselves back out, and then trying to either jump into a null or a low or a high sec that is inside Jovian space, and it's not happening. I haven't heard of anything like that actually happening, because that would be realistic and very cool, but it's like we're locked out of that part of space that we'll never be able to get into. If it's a part of the storyline, they're looking for new body parts, mix their, robotics with human DNA and come up with these clone things. They were listening. They were at the Jove observatories doing Entosis links somewhere in here. I know that I probably passed it, or can't really find it right. Yeah, I don't know exactly where that was in this video, but whatever. You used to be able to get data sheets, and it would show you recordings that they've taken. If you get attacked by a drifter, so not the scan ship. The scan ships, let's say there's 4 or 5 on a gate, you can probably take all of them with Megathron or something like that. But if it escalates, so not the first level guns, but the second level, like destroyer, cruiser, battleship kind of class size drifter, I don't know what the heck they're called, they have like a rail gun that puts out, I think it's 1,000 DPS, 250 of each damage type, and they have multiple of these guns, and so your ship is gonna pop. If you don't have a few guys with you, you're probably not going to be a happy camper. If you've got a carrier or above, your chances of beating them are pretty good. If it escalates the third time, you're not gonna like it. It's these guys can do everything that PvPers do. So, web, scram, all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go much more into it because I don't really want to say that I know a lot about drifters, but what I've found out is that you don't want to take on drifters alone, and if you do, you want to really, really bling your fit out to try to, survive. And that's about it for drifters for me. They're really cool. I've always liked them. I've always wanted to take them on and go into their space and dominate, but you quickly find out that they've never been really placed on the same level as a player. They're above that. So, yeah, good luck out there. Enjoy the rifting and drifting, and yeah, take it easy.